The materials you will need are a ruler, a piece of string, and different circular objects of which you can measure the circumference and the diameter. The objects we used were an extinctor, a trash can or bin, a clock, and 8 more objects to be more accurate in our results. To measure the circumference, wrap the string around the object and then measure the string with a ruler. For the diameter, it's the same, but the string goes across the circular object. The formula to get the averages later is going to be circumference over diameter, which is supposed to equal pi. The average of all our objects was 3.24 centimeters, which roughly equals 3.14, which is pi. If you wanted to find the circumference while having the diameter, your formula would have to be pi times diameter, or average times diameter, since we've established that pi and average are the same thing. If you wanted to find the diameter while already having the circumference, it would have to be circumference over pi, or average. These three can all be related in what we call a physics triangle, with average on one side, diameter on the other, and circumference on top. By multiplying average and diameter, you get circumference, and dividing circumference over average, you get diameter, circumference over diameter, you get average. Let's imagine we're aliens trying to build a crop circle on a rectangular piece of land, in this case a football field. First, we do have to know what are the dimensions of a football field. An average football field is 90 by 120. The next thing we would have to do is divide it by half. This is because in the middle of the football field would be the middle of the circle. Then you would have to find the radius of the circle, which would be half of the vertical side of the football field. In this case, it would be 45. Then, by drawing the circle, you would just have to do 45 times pi, and you would find the diameter. And you would find the circumference of the circle. The formula to find the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. In this case, it would be 2 pi times 45, which will give us 90 pi, or in a numerical version, 282.74. Now let's go to a different scenario and imagine we wanted to design hula hoops, but didn't know what would be the perfect circumference for the hula hoop to fit everybody. This is an average Englishman. An average Englishman has a waist of around 76.2 centimeters. So the perfect circumference for a hula hoop would be 90 centimeters. If we had 2 meters of plastic, we would just be able to fold it and have 2 meters of a hula hoop, but this would not be the perfect circumference. If we divided that by 2, we would have a meter circumference for each hula hoop, and would be able to get 2 hula hoops out of the 2 meters we were given. This would be perfect, and